We're doing the one thing that you should never do today. Trust someone new to cut your hair. Once you find that person, it's just like you shouldn't. But I was offered a free haircut today, so like, I love my hair. I really do. It's lovely. It's thick. It's nice. It's a lot to handle every day. It pisses me off. I don't know how women do it, like having a lot of hair. And I love when my hair's short. Do I think it looks as nice? No, but I enjoy this. So we're gonna get it cut.
All right, well, obviously I got my hair cut and I just woke up, so it's not looking great. I was thinking about having done like vloggy type things. So I'm taking you through my morning on just like a typical day. And first things first, whatever dishes and whatnot dried overnight, and then we go from there. Next lovely thing, put away the dishes. So it's Monday morning, and it's Monday morning the day you're watching this, because I've been very busy with a bunch of things that aren't exciting to like film and to put. Not that this is terribly exciting, but this is kind of like the normal day. Like every Monday, I always start with like chores. Washer, I'm gonna do laundry in a second. Do face routine. Just gets me like I got out of bed like 7 seconds ago. It just starts to get me into that like mindset of get things done, keep it moving, all of that. So that's why we're here. Now the really fun part of my morning. Every morning, for like 3 or 4 minutes, nice little mixing bowl, some water, some ice, submerge my face. It's good. All right, so it's gonna go chores, which is dishwasher, unload, load it up, do whatever. Laundry, if I have any. Right now, ice bath, face, and then immediately go to the gym, all before breakfast. I know it's gonna like make some people mad, but I don't do a morning skincare routine. The only skincare I do in the morning is this, and then sunscreen, which is like your best friend in the entire world. I do all my skincare stuff at night. I know that some people are gonna like strongly disagree and yell at me for that, but it's just, it works for me. I've been good. Everyone's skin is different. Don't listen to every influencer. You have to do this. Like, shut up. Fun start to the day. I bet I look ridiculous with my face because like the curve of the bowl in the water, my face probably looks huge. No. A lot of people ask about my workout routine. It's not exciting or extreme at all, like at all. I don't know if this mic's gonna pick it up, but we'll see. I work out every single day for about 45 minutes, every day. I wonder if my head will just pick this up. I used to play soccer at a very, very high level, and I used to work out all the time and run like crazy amounts. When I did that, when I would do the workouts for like an hour and a half, 2 hours, like a lot of people do, I would always get so ridiculously sore, not in a good way for me. Some people can do that and they feel great. When I get that sore, it makes me not push as hard the next workout, and also makes me not want to go as much. So what I do is I work out every day, 45 minutes a day, because I get moving, I feel good, burn some calories, build some muscle, but I'm not like obliterating my body. And that works for me. It doesn't mean that you're gonna grow muscle like super fast, but I believe that consistency when it comes to working out is far better than just like 3 times a week for an hour and a half going crazy. That's just my opinion. Also, that's based in no, like, I'm not one of those influencers that's gonna be like, this is how you should do it.
That's not based on anything in reality. I'm not a nutritionist, I'm not a physical therapist, I'm not like a strength and conditioning coach. I didn't go to school for any of that. This is just my personal experience over the last 15 years of getting fit. So that's just what works for me. And also I'm not trying to put on like crazy muscle. I would look so weird bulky, but I'm just trying to get some lean, solid muscle. I'm a small guy, so I go with the more frequent, less time. I go every day. So that's somewhat of an answer for you. That's obviously not like what I do in the gym every day, but it's an idea of how I go about it. All right. Post-gym, protein shake, apple, banana, Uncrustable, and some peanut butter. That'll be like kind of breakfast, lunch today. And then I'll make a big dinner tonight. After I do all that morning stuff, sit down. If I have any meetings, do those. I thankfully don't have a lot of like pre-existing meetings. I have one meeting every Friday at 9 a.m. And on that day, I'll do my gym and whatnot right after that. I purposely schedule my meetings for early afternoon so that I can always do like my morning routine, which is super nice. Very lucky that I have that option. So I haven't uploaded in like 10 or so some odd days, something like that, because I've been very busy with nonsense, like stuff that you just do not care about at all, and stuff that just bothers me, so I didn't feel like recording it. I wanted to talk about like future content and whatnot, because ever since coming back to social media, the numbers don't really matter. They're never going to be what they used to be. I'm happy with anything. I'm trying not to get like caught up in it, and so that means that I can just post whatever, really. And I have a business that I'm starting this year, soon, actually, very soon. And it's based in the photography world. And for those of you that don't know, that's where I started. I started through photography. I started when I was a freshman in high school with my Nikon D90 that I saved up all summer for. I love being creative and doing creative things, but sometimes you get stuck. You get in that little rut. Very common. And I'm actually at a very lucky place right now when it comes to social media and content creation in general. That being, I can kind of do whatever and not have to care as much, like I just said, about the numbers and the people, and really just do what I want to do. And that's been true. I've just been doing fashion stuff, but playing it kind of safe, where it's just me standing here in front of said mirror doing an outfit or whatever, and that sometimes does well and sometimes doesn't. So it is what it is. That's the nature of the internet in general. You just have no idea how many people are going to be on that day, or who's going to interact with it, who it's going to resonate with, whatever. Point to this being, I have the opportunity to do kind of whatever I want. And considering I have this business that I'm launching that's in the photography space, and that's where I started, it makes sense that I should probably start taking some goddamn photos. I used to take photos every single day. I used to walk around with a camera like glued to me, and I loved it. It's funny because so many people have never seen my work, and that's fine. That's because I for the most part, just did it for me, which is rare. And so back in high school, I did this thing called a 365, where you take a photo every single day. Like you have to go out and get a photo. And I made it to like day 280 something. And Hurricane Sandy hit Long Island, and we were like 10 days without power, and that's what broke the streak. It was a literal act of God. Like I couldn't work around that. But I loved it, and it forced me to be creative. I always found that when I forced myself to be creative, even when I'm in a rut, something comes out of it. Something good happens. And one of my best friends, his name's Ben, and he does drone photography. I grew up with him my whole life. And I was like, you should do a photo a day, and you should post every single day on your Instagram. And he loves his drone photography. And I have no idea what day he's on. He's on day 200 and something. But it takes a lot of discipline. And it forces you to get creative because you're like, I can't take the same fucking sunset photo 7 days in a row. Although I know, because I've been there, that like my boy Ben probably feels like he does that. If he takes 2 sunset photos in a row, he's like, oh my God. Even though they could be very different photos. Point of all this being, I'm gonna start one. I'm gonna start a 365, and I think what I'm gonna do is like on a Monday or a Tuesday every week, I'll post the last 7 days and give everyone an update. Because I'm not gonna post on my Instagram every single day a photo. That would just piss people off, and I don't need to do that. Because with that, I can do stuff for my own content. It's gonna force me to be creative and think outside the box a little bit. And it's also, I'm a lazy person when it comes to certain things, which is weird because I'm very self-motivated when it, again, comes to certain things. But like content creation, I don't know if it's because I've done it for so long, I just get lazy. And I see videos that people make on the internet and I go, wow, that's great. Like that's a sweet video. I would love to do something similar to that. It's inspiring. But literally getting myself up out of this chair and taking the time to go do that when I am, busy with other things as well is difficult for me. So this is kind of a 2 birds, 1 stone thing. And I guess the long way around of this entire conversation is like, force yourself to, if you so choose, if this, resonates with you, if this doesn't, who cares, whatever. But forcing yourself to be creative is a good thing. And I guess we'll see how it goes. I'm excited to see what comes out of it. It also coincides with the business that I'm launching, which I will talk more about soon. I'm waiting for a couple final things to get over the finish line. So I think that's all for this video. I guess we'll see how it goes. I don't know. All I know is that I want some damn chocolate covered pretzels.